one of the things that I always do is look at my documentation for the university that I'm working for and identify the ways that I can work smarter and harder. So, one of the things that I identified was, hey, I actually get credit in my annual review process for writing a grant, which makes it much more worth my time if I'm also, no matter what, going to get credit for writing it. I then, if I happen to get the grant, get a second credit for that. And then in turn, produce data that I can write, of course, a research based article on. But in terms of thinking about having multiple outlets for this body of work, similar to what Cindy was speaking about, having a practitioner based article. And for me, given the work that I'm doing, a policy based article or presentation or kind of one pager. And so while, again, it's one of my passion projects, it's something that I spend a lot of my time on in addition to my research and teaching and service responsibilities. I try to make those miles on the odometer count for more.
I think that mileage factor is something to pay attention to. When I first started in the academy as a young doctoral student, I thought that if I collected a corpus of data, that I could only use that data once. And it took me years to realize that I could analyze it from different viewpoints. But I could also, for example, if I was conducting a survey, I didn't have to publish every single item in one article. And in fact, what I learned to do is to carefully put together questionnaires and surveys, which of course have to be validated, and to put them together in such a way that I could plan out 2 to 3 potential manuscripts from that data set. I will just write. And sometimes I end up with 50 pages. Well, nobody's going to publish a 50-page manuscript. But what I can usually do is I realize I actually have 2 manuscripts here. And so I'm intentional, I'm strategic, but I also take advantage of situations.